Happy New Year! Hello, everybody. Happy Aries season. Happy New Year. Happy spring equinox. Yeah, happy quarantine too. Yeah, they knew. This is the first year. Saturn is moving into Aquarius. And that big ass planet stops squaring our sign very soon. So they had to cancel our season, I think. It's a conspiracy against us, Aries. I tell you, we get the short end of the stick all the time. You all bitch. You all bitch and complain on here. Be an Aries once. It's not fair. I don't care. My birthday comes around. I was partying all night. I've been listening to music. I've been dancing. Yeah, I have. Hanging with the cats. Charging my crystals. Happy New Year. Oh. I hope everybody's doing okay during all of this. I know that many of you are kind of concerned. Well, if you've been self-quarantined like I have for like the past 2.5 years, I have nothing really to be concerned about. Because there's been a reason why you've been self-quarantined. Spirit didn't do this for no doggone reason. See? I'm telling you, I don't hear shit all day. I get online for 2 minutes and my phone starts going off when I say something. Anytime my phone goes off, pay attention. Spirit's way of getting your attention. Because he's with me all the time. Yep. Our ancestors are proud of us right now. We made it through to the equinox. It's clear sailing from here, folks. I understand it looks bad, but it's not. It's really not that bad. Happy New Year. For real. Like I said, I don't want to hear anyone complain who's not an Aries. Our birthday kind of got canceled worldwide. Why? Because we're about to turn shit up. That's why. Hi, who's everyone here? Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I hope you're all doing well. I understand even the collective community is feeling a lot of stress, anxiety. Yep, I've been going through some ascension stuff, headaches, but I've still been listening to a lot of like my higher vibing music. I've been escaping through my Neptunian Piscean placements. Thank goodness I have some. So that's been kind of fun. Drinking lots of water. Like I said, I've been dealing with some ascension stuff. Like, I don't know. I guess from what the Schumann residence has been saying, it's been off the charts. Higher than usual. And we've been having higher than usual readings off the Schumann for all year. It's ascension time, baby. Yep. I'm just trying to, like I said, it's not even about trying to stay positive. I just am. I've been self-quarantined. It's been good. It's been a good time. Like, it honestly, we all knew something was coming. We didn't know it was going to be something like this. And I'm back and forth with whatever. I just know we're going to make it through just fine, light workers. Do not be dismayed. We didn't go through this and be prepared for this for no reason. Spirit's taking you straight to the top. Don't be scared. Do not have fear. My light workers, I posted a guided meditation, and it's really powerful. So if you want to check it out, It's like 13 minutes long. Please do. It's an activation. And I listened to it a couple times today. I suggest y'all do. And it's something that I sent to a few people who are on my Facebook within the community, but I did not post it like like just flat out on Facebook. Um, it's for light workers. So we all know we have lots of people on Facebook who are in fear right now. So we have to take the reins and be the leaders that we're called to be. So not living in fear is one way. And staying positive in the midst of all this craziness of what's going on in the world in the 3D, we're good. We have ancestors, we have ancestral backup, we have angelic backup, we have each other, we have spirit, we have our higher self, we're connected to the divine. Dude, we don't have nothing to fear. I manifested. I've been manifesting stuff left and right. My parents actually yesterday woke me up 10:30 in the morning. We found toilet paper. We're dropping some off for you. I manifested toilet paper. Bless my parents for real. You know, like I was just fine with these. Like napkins if I needed to. No big deal. Spirit said no. You deserve that toilet paper. You had a good attitude. So I'm just, like I said, I got everything I need. My cats are good. I'm good. My kids are good. My daughter stopped in to see me today. She's doing well. So, like I said, I don't know who's on here that clicked off. Hello. What's wrong, people? For real. We've been knowing that the world is changing. We've been waiting for this time. Mhm. I get it. There's certain people who aren't going to like the fact that you were right. And yes, I had to definitely kind of put my boundaries up this week because I needed to tap in. Spirit was showing me chronological things that had to do with for my own clearing, more stuff for my own clearing of trauma and that deep rooted stuff. Um, that many of us don't want to look at and face, but yet it was a trauma in your life. That other stuff is being worked through and worked up so that you can finally release it and then become activated and move out in that because you're healed and you're not going to let your emotions take control. You're going to actually move from a place of compassion, move from a place of stability within yourself, being balanced and having patience like the world has never seen before. That is why we've gone through all of the ups and downs, the mood swings, the horrible dreams, the clearing, the ancestral stuff. This was on purpose for you to shine in a very dark world and have joy in the midst of all of this craziness that the world has never experienced before. So, like I said, I my last video, I talked about being, the chosen. We didn't ask for this. Well, some of us did, but some of us wanted this. Many of us came here. We were chosen. So fulfill your purpose now. It's time. You've gone through the calamity, the hardships, having to forgive, having to release, let go over and over and over and over, me included. My whole ascension journey is on my YouTube. All of it. I didn't do this perfectly. I didn't need to. I didn't. Nobody's perfect. The highest vibration is not fear, it's love and compassion. Staying in your place of boundaries and integrity is so important right now. If you're out and about, you need to shine bright. If you have to go out of your house, you need to be different. The world is watching. They're watching the light workers because we've been screaming this from the rooftops for the past, some of us, not particularly me, because my awakening really took place over the last 5 years, 3 to 5 years, and especially the last two for me. The way my chart is lined up, it's a doggone square. And it's a cardinal cross. So with having planets, my natal placements, man, I have Pluto in Libra. I have my moon in Capricorn. I have Saturn in Cancer. And then I'm an Aries. I have a stellium in Aries. So I have all these cardinal placements, and all of those planets have been in my moon sign, my soul, my conscience, clearing out and transforming. And it's been painful. It's been rough. But apparently I was built to go through this and ascend this chart. It hasn't been easy. It's been rough. And unless you know your natal placements, like we do, most of us do, and you know how I got to learning how the energies move with them being in my subconscious. Right now I got Jupiter there. I had Saturn there for 2.5, almost 3 years. And Saturn will be retrograding back at the end of May for, I think, May till September. And then it goes direct and we'll go back into Aquarius for permanent. Right now, your integrity is going to be tested. If you're an Aries, this is going to be the rise and or fall. So you're aware. If you're a Libra, this is going to be the rise and or fall. If you're any cardinal sign, Saturn's watching you. He's been triggering awakening the whole time. Same with Pluto. Any cardinal sign, you've been squaring up, man. You've been having opposition. I've been having oppositions and squares for the last, I don't know. Pluto's been in Capricorn for, I don't know, a long time. And we just, we had that Uranus transit. So it wasn't just Uranus. It was Uranus and every single planet that is now in Capricorn. We were having oppositions and squares. Things are going to get better for Aries over the next few years. I can tell you that right now. All cardinal signs, things should be starting to clear up for you. The nodes of fate are shifting as well here this spring, going into summer. I'm not sure of the exact date. I'll have to check it, but they'll be moving into the North Node will be going into Gemini. The South Node will be going into Sagittarius. So that's more fire energy. So I have Neptune. My natal Neptune is in Sag. So I'm sure I'm going to be doing a lot more dreaming. And I'm probably going to be getting a lot of downloads, good downloads in my sleep. Pluto's still going to be in Capricorn for a while, for a little bit yet. I'm not quite sure exactly when that goes into Aquarius, but soon, over the next year or two, I am assuming. It's been a rough road for this girl. But like I said, Aries was about to turn up. We was getting ready for our season, and all of a sudden everything shut. I'm on a couple, like I said, on Facebook. I'm on a couple different Aries sites. They're so disappointed their birthday was canceled. Like, what do you expect? I mean, come on. We're about to go nuts up in this bitch because it's New Year's. And of course, the world cancels our birthday. So, like I said, I don't want to hear it. All you guys get to celebrate and turn up for your birthdays, and we're all quarantined for the Aries birthdays. Come on. Yeah. Ain't ready for this shit. World ain't ready for this. Mm-mm. I want to know who's on here. Speak your mind. See, somebody's on here. Talk. Okay. Well, since you're not going to talk, I wanted to come on and wish you a happy new year. I wanted to come on and say happy birthday to all my Aries. Happy spring equinox. I've been turning up partying all day for the most part. I was getting a lot of downloads earlier as I was getting around and getting ready, and I was getting a lot of stuff. Probably should have wrote it down. And then I did the meditation that I have on my community page, and it was all over from there. It's like, not really, but are you guys enjoying watching this? I'm just sitting here like, yep. Yep. We're seeing Tower in the 3D. We're watching from the 5. When you got that joy, when you got that glow, when you got that high vibe, and you're manifesting like a sucker. You see, I got my Lock Haven Eagle shirt on. That was a college I went to. Funny. My hometown high school, before it was Shikellamy High School, was called the Sunbury Owls. I got owls everywhere, all over my room. We all know about this about me. My college I ended up going to, owls and eagles, dude. One sees very well, even in water, has the best eyesight out of all birds, and owls can see straight through the darkness. Those are two of my spirit animals. Did I know this when I went to college? Did I know this, growing up as a kid? No. This is all just revealed to me over the last few years. Guess what? My NFL team is also the Eagles. I live in Pennsylvania. I could have went either way. I could have either been a Steeler fan if I wanted to, or I could have been an Eagles fan. Guess what? I very well could have went with the Pack and been like, you know what? Well, they won 5 Super Bowls. I'll go along with. No, I went with the Eagles. Why? And then I called their Super Bowl. Yeah, I did. Then I called their Super Bowl win. Week 3 of the main season. People know this to be true. Then I even called the quarterback to get hurt. I kind of knew that. I said, I don't care. They're still winning. Sure enough, Carson Wentz went down. Nick Foles came in, and guess what? Still won the Super Bowl now, didn't they? Yep. Manifesting. By speaking it out. I had no waver in my faith. I knew what my higher self was telling me. I knew what spirit showed me. I even got to see them that year. My divine masculine took me to go watch. Play his 49ers and lose. Bad. They got smeared. But he took, like, that was very nice of him to do. So, um, and obviously, I'm cool with, I'm not cool really with him, what's happened with him. Like, I'm not. I ask a lot of questions and I ask why. And spirit does give me answers as to why. I hope he's waking up. That's all I can say. I have not heard from him since he has been moved from one facility to the next. I hope he's okay. Please be praying for my divine masculine. I'd appreciate it. He could use your prayers, I'm sure. Um, we're not in union. We are not in communication. Our karma is clear. I kind of knew. It's showing that there's nobody on here and I have 3 likes. It's not showing anybody is even communicating, but thank you very much for the likes. Our karma, we were able to get that cleared. As far as like there was no anger or resentment. Hi Jen, happy new year. Happy spring equinox. And just for the simple fact that I could actually be able to spend a little bit of, one-on-one time with him and get that karma cleared and get that resentment and whatever anger was there, that I could actually have that one-on-one time with him. And then, the last night I went to see him, I knew that was going to be the last time I was going to get to see him for a very long time. I'm happy. I knew that was going to be the last time I was going to get to see him for a long time. Spirit had kind of prepared me for that. And that was during the time my car battery was really getting weird. And my dad actually came down. I'm like, dude, I gotta go see him. Like, this is important. My parents have been such a wonderful part of helping me through this time, especially over the last year. I manifested toilet paper. My parents dropped me off a 12-pack of toilet paper. I didn't ask them to either. They knew I didn't get any. I was fine with my napkins. I was like, I got 4 packs of napkins. I'm good. Like, and I have still have like 6 rolls over there. I'm good. They dropped me off some, like, I'm manifesting things that I need. That spirit says, you want to know what? The one thing that I forgot to say on my live stream from the other day was, before I left, I was sitting in my car and I prayed in my car. I'm like, look, God, spirit, I need you to go before me. I need you to be surrounding me. I need you to work through me. And I need you to give me joy to be a light in a dark place. So please, help me find what I need that's essential, that I'm going to need over the next few weeks. Let there be cat food there at least, so that I don't have to run around. And you want to know what? Got a 22 pag. Look, Mercury's in Pisces, so excuse me. Neptune's there too. I got a 22-pound bag of kit caboodle because of what they eat. And then I got another like 13-pound bag. So they got some food for a good month, I would say. With the big bag, I got a smaller bag. I'm good for them. I got them some wet food for them so they're not so miserable. I know. I do too. Um, Another thing that was so strange that has happened after I listened to that meditation today, My sister messaged me, and my holy oil that I made, she had asked me if I'd send her some out. And it's the stuff that I wouldn't just send to just any, like, that's not, this isn't the stuff that I'm allowed to just sell to just anybody, but it's my sister. I know what her relationship is with the OG, and I know what they want to use it for, and it's for healing. And it's within the Judeo-Christian, they understand what this oil's for. Like, they won't misuse it. And I showed her all the ingredients that I put in it, and I'm sending it out to her tomorrow. And obviously she's my sister. I did not make them pay full price. And because it's my sister, I said, just send me the your address. Just send me what it's going to cost to ship it. Hopefully I can get it to the post office. Hopefully they will send it. So I guess the rabbis that were at her church were saying, this is the oil we need. And my sister got a hold of me immediately and said, do you have any of that? Well, we're not going to talk about the pandemic because we have everything we need. I got everything here I need for healing. I got everything I have here for protection. Spirit has downloaded this stuff in me. I've produced it. I can't help it. Nobody took advantage of it when they had a chance. Everybody had the opportunity, and I tried to tell everybody. Like, I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure if the post offices are even going to be going. I hope that they are. I'm really hoping that they are. There's been a huge group of light workers who have been holding down the freaking fort. We've been holding down the fort and anchoring in light, and everything's getting exposed. The 3D tower is crashing, yet I have peace about it. Oh. Hello, Asiaya. How are you doing, guys? How's everything going on over there? How's everything going over there? Please, whatever you do, do not fear right now. I understand. Everything is nutty here too in the United States. I want to apologize for my fellow United States citizens who are going crazy because they're not supposed to be doing this. The whole world is watching. And that's all we're supposed to worry about: one another, our fellow community here, and our family, our immediate family. What goes on out there? Know you're protected from that. Psalm 91, folks. He who dwelleth in the shadow of the Almighty is under a hedge of protection. That has been my scripture. Yes, we are. This is definitely the reset. This is, please watch my community board. When I don't come on here a lot, guys, it's because I'm downloading things. I'm processing things. Like, there was a fellow that I was talking to for, a little while, but I had to even be like, quarantine. And I just don't feel it necessary during this climatic time, especially with everything going on, to be focused on anything other than my higher self, what's going on inside me, what the universe is still bringing up to clear. And that way I can clear out more of that old junk that does not no longer deserve to be in my mind. This is huge energy clearing right now for the collective. So, you want to know what? Mother Nature put us on a timeout, guys. The whole world is on a timeout. The whole world is now getting to see what us light workers have just gone through. And they're not handling it very well. So, you want to know what? Us who actually have gone through the self isolation, the quarantine of our own life. We've been doing this, yet we were made to look like the crazy ones. Why? Wonder why? Because we got gifts that needed to be first off explored. They needed to be tested through fire and tried to see if you were going to use them for your own gain, if you were going to stay in integrity with them, or if you were going to just go and try and clickbait everybody, or if you were going to be honest and truthful and help the collective and help wake up people even more that were already waking up. And now you're being primed to lead. But unless you're in a and I wouldn't even say that, but most of, even if you're not completely settled inwardly, you're balancing out. You're going to notice this settling in for yourself, that because it just settled in with me over the last week and a half, to where it's like all that anger that I was feeling, all of that disappointment that has happened up until that point. Ooh, my heart chakra is burning. No, I don't have heartburn. But like, Spirit has showed me that I've been obedient to the best of my ability. I'm not condemned. None of us are. And that our reward is right on the other side. If you stay positive, you speak positive, you got the ability now, with staying in integrity, to recreate your life in a very metaphysical way, because you now have your ancestors that you've integrated all of their gifts, all of their talents, all of their shit, yes. But the fact that you cleared all of that ancestral stuff, you got to glean from their giftings, from generation after generation after generation. And it's been a mantle now handed to you. It's like Elijah and Elisha's mantle. It's been handed to you. And what you do with it You got to double portion, people, to make a difference in a very dark world. Yeah, I know. I haven't pulled cards. I kind of, like I said, I was partying all night. As you see, I got the party lights on in my room. Yeah, I got the party lights going. It's Aries season, honey. It's the spring equinox, and I've been listening to just upbeat, good stuff. Oh, excuse me. I am tired. I'm not gonna lie. It's like what, after 1 o'clock in the morning? But I figured I had to come on live because it is my season. And please, I hope that this quarantine does get lifted before my birthday. I would really like to be able to. They've even closed down the liquor stores. I don't even think I can get a bottle of wine at this point. Like, come on. Come on. If somebody wants to be really lovely and send Blue Flame Integration a bottle of wine for her birthday, that would be super swell. I don't care if it's even the cheap shit. We can barter. But I went to party with you all for my birthday, and I'm thinking maybe I should have went into the liquor store and got that wine the other day. I figured God will provide. You want to know what? Maybe that. Maybe I got to make my own wine. As long as it's sweet, I could care less. I like the sweet wine. I like red sweet wine. I like white sweet wine. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you choose. Jen, I should come and pick you up and bring you down here for my birthday. Oh boy, that'd be something. And you want to know what, Jen? I own this son of a bitch, so we can party as much as we want. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, well, you gotta get out. Capricorn and Aries fucking partying. Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. Mars and Saturn going into freaking that, I think that happens in a week and a half together. Mars jumps ahead, Saturn goes into Aquarius, I think now. It's on that phone. Hang on a minute. Let me check the calculator. I know. It would be fun. I'm tired of this social distancing. I know many of us have been in self-isolation, so we don't got the C virus. Conjunction virus. Well, yeah, we're gonna be conjunct. My natal planet and your natal planet, which your natal planet is also my moon planet. So yeah, and then I'm having a bunch of solar returns right now, Jen. You don't even understand. I am. I'm having a Chiron return right now. I'm having a Mercury and Pisces return right now. I'm having Mars goes into Saturn, I think, in a week and a half. It's like 1.5 days or something. Like a week and 5 days. Week and 3 days. Something like that. Mars goes into Aquarius with Saturn. And then I'm also having my Venus return in Taurus. The moon actually was making its way. Yeah, it's been nuts. So I have like 4 different returns. When my Mars gets into Aquarius, that'll be the 4th return I'm having. All during Aries season. Yeah, time to turn that bitch up. And I think it's right around my birthday too. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's right around my birthday when Mars goes into Aquarius with Saturn. My chart is a little bit difficult. On Facebook, I am going to be going live with one of my buddies tomorrow. I think him and I are going to do sort of like a collab vid. Um, he's high vibing too, so you might want to check that out. I might be able to post it to my YouTube. My Mercury is in Pisces at 27 degrees. Oh, yeah, it is bad. My whole chart, it's all oppositions and squares mostly, but now that Saturn is going to be moving into Aquarius and Mars is going to be going, there's a lot of conjunctions happening with me right now. Um, I'm in the middle of having a Jupiter conjunction and then a Pluto conjunction soon coming up, which is triggering awakening even more and transformation. And then it's solidified with the new structure in Aquarius. And I have natal Mars in Aquarius. So my soul's being plummeted right along with Daddy Saturn. Papa Saturn, proud of his Aries girl. I've gone through a lot. I have, but it's all worth it. And I've been manifesting like a sucker. Yeah. Well, it's been nuts. Just make sure, like I said, I'm kind of trying to look at this time as a giving season. This is still a time of, yeah, this is a kind of planning and harvesting. It's almost like immediate karma. Okay. So what you plant is what you're going to get. So if you're planting positivity and integrity, you're going to get that back from the universe. If you're planting truth, in integrity, you're going to get that back. Try and stay in a place of joy and gratitude during this time. Don't let the 3D outside world of structures crumbling scare you. This has happened during past lives of ours. Many of us have lived through the times of Atlantis. Most of what we're seeing, most of the reincarnated souls on this planet right now have also gone through the. We want to know why everybody's spazzing out, everybody's freaking out, and why we have such joy, because we've been the high priestesses and we've been allowed to awaken during this time to see it unfold and be able to clear it. We've been the high priest, high priestesses. We've been the divine feminine, the divine masculines, and who are here to show love in a really dark place. The primal instincts of what happened during Lemuria and what has happened during Atlantis are still ingrained, but they haven't been wakened up in the collective of what's going on in the mass. The masses still have this trauma, okay, of not having enough. They have the trauma of going through really dark times. And this is what they did. It's kind of their own repeat, where we're breaking out of the repeat cycle. The ones of us who have been chosen sort of for this, and I'm not saying we're any better. We're not any better. We're just enlightened to it. We've been chosen for this time. We're the leaders here, guys. So lead. and not from a place of fear. Lead from a place of compassion, experience. Very good, Jen. And just be patient with what is going on. Watch comedy. I'll tell you what, it's all been foretold. If you have not took notice over the past 25 to 30 years, it's been foretold in movies. It's been foretold of cataclysmic events. Back to the Future was huge. Every single one of those movies. They knew this was coming. They gave us a blueprint. Get the chance, watch the Back to the Future movies. It'll open your eyes now that we're living in that time. Yeah, we might not have cars that technically fly and hover, but you want to know what? It's coming. And we're probably going to be the ones that actually get the technology to do it. So, stay, the DeLorean, I know. I love those cars. They're pretty dope. Love the way the doors opened up. They definitely look like an 80s spaceship. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. See? I feel bad because I kind of had to. Excuse me. I got the hiccups now. Kind of had to quarantine myself, even from other people. Besides, excuse me, my kids. Why do I have the hiccups now? I even had to quarantine myself, and there's people want to hang out. I'm kind of not really trying to ignore them, but I've been really just focused in on doing this last bit of clearing, and I didn't want the distractions. Not that these people were a distraction, but I didn't I've been distracted by love before. Was I going to choose myself during this time, or was I going to choose making someone else happy? Well, I chose myself. And it wasn't anything personal. It wasn't anything, it was with me. It was dealing with the stuff that was still in me. Of course, this person was like, I'm sorry, I don't want, it's cool. Just understand right now that we are in a place right now as a collective of being sanctified holy. We're in a place right now where our energy is extremely valuable, and it's going to get more potent. So, and it was one of those things where it was like, how do I do this without making someone feel bad? How do I tell somebody, no, I don't want to hang out during this time of crisis? I just want to kind of self quarantine like I've been and finish this process without hurting someone's feelings. And it was like the universe, it's like I've been drunk. It's like the universe has told me, well, are you going to choose them or are you going to choose you? Damn straight, I'm choosing me from now on. Spirit said, test stamped passed. But it had nothing to do with them personally. It was me. That has nothing to do with maybe in the future that I won't want to hang out. But it's just during this time, I'm setting myself up for something huge. That outward distractions, a man had always come into my life during a time where I was just about ready to unleash, and then I got distracted. Well, I put the noose to that. this time, and it had nothing to do with this person personally. Very nice person, very considerate, very sweet, but like not a good time. It's just not the right timing right at this point. Um, Maybe after this virus is over and after things start getting settled in. Um, but at this very time, I need my alone time, and it's nothing personal toward anybody else. This is my time with me and my collective. This is my time of getting um taking time with my personal immediate family, my cats, my home, and before I bring anybody else into my world. They gotta understand where I'm coming from. They gotta understand that I'm not a normal person. I'm not a normal female that they're used to dealing with. I'm not. Not that I'm better than anybody else in the sense that because we're all living this in we're all stuck in a human body. I'm just a different type of soul than what many people are used to dealing with. I've evolved and I come out of that 3D matrix and that 3D way of thinking that I can't be around the whole poor pity me. I've done that. I don't need to be dragged back down into that. I don't need to hear negative things. Yeah. But I need to do it in a compassionate way. It's like, look, we all have the opportunity to wake up, and now's your time. If you came across me, now's the time. If you need help with that, please let me know. Like, that's why us light workers are in this community. Because there's going to be a lot of people seeking for truth. And a lot of people seeking that are scared right now. And we have the answers. Say, Molly, we got all the answers. Well, not all of them, but we got a lot of answers as to what they're feeling. Because we've gone through this prior to them. We've gone through tower moments after tower moments. We have. We've experienced tower moments. Well, we lost it all. Our jobs, where we had to rely on nothing but God. We had to learn faith and understanding where our traumas were and work through them and work through that ancestral stuff. And if other people have not done that, we can guide them in that. But they got to do it for themselves. We can't do this for them. Listen to me. Who has the freaking hiccups? Got the hiccups. And no, I have not come on. I have not pulled cards. I actually did start to do some other things with my table. Oh, good. Let us start. Look at me. I'm tired too. But I actually put up a ledge that I can actually sit my cards up on, like my main cards. Because I'm going to start be doing some different types of readings too. I'm ready. I'm ready. But I gotta really watch my energy right now. I gotta protect my own energy. And if people don't understand, dude, I've had my energy sucked and siphoned from so many vampires. I'm not doing it anymore. I just put that out there. I'm not. Like, and I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying any of these people even try to do it. I don't think that they do. I don't think they realize it. We just sense it and feel it. And then when we start taking on their energy, we start feeling bad because then we start transmuting their shit, and that's not our fault. That's not our really our problem. They got to learn to transmute their own stuff. They don't do it on purpose either. I really don't think. They've done this their whole life. It's a cycle. It's what they do. They project and unload their shit and then they feel better. Well, guess what? Guess what's happening right now? All your energy is coming back to you, light worker. The universe is endowing your energy back to you of all that energy you've given away for all of these years. It's coming back. Double portion. And guess what they're being forced to do? Wake up. That's what they're being forced to do. So they're going to be looking for answers. Um, this is why I'm really praying that the divine masculine or the male counterparts of all of this that are in a male body can get that is actually balanced out their divine masculine, their divine feminine, especially with the divine feminine side of who they are, of being able to show emotion and all of that can help take some of, you know, the males under their wing that are waking up and saying, look, I want answers. It's time. Because here's what happens. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Many of the feminine, and this is what happens because most of us are they have to. They have to step up into their rightful place. The feminine right now are on the path of rebuilding our life. And we need our counterpart, whoever it is, whether it's our true divine masculine or a soulmate, we need we need they need some the males need somebody to look up to. Yeah, the alphas. They need somebody to guide them and look up to. You know, and the feminine can do that. And I've done it with males, but they were ready. These males were ready. And, you know, I could tell like it wasn't like, oh, well, it was in a lustful manner. That's the first clue. If they're still in a thought process of sex and dealing with porn, that's one of the first paradigms they have to break out of. That's low vibration. I dealt with enough of that. Of people freaking having to watch porn and people having to. It's gross. It's low vibrational. If you can't use your bank, there's a problem with that. So that's just my opinion. So you males, I hope that you step up to the plate because it's game time. You're gonna have a lot of people you need to mentor because there's the menzies are coming up. They want to get with the divine feminines, but they're not in frequency. Can't either. And I try to say things nicely with grace and humility, but some is like, I don't know. Sorry if I'm glitching out. it's time for me to get off of here. So, us Divine Feminine have come together as a community and we've worked with one another and we've helped some of the males and they've helped us too. Thank God for the Divine Masculines and the masculine energies that have stepped up to the plate and said, look, did you guys see that? That was weird. Did you? There was like slight like streaming. I don't know where it's coming from. Like, do you see the orbs flying around me? I told you all. Look at that. Energies are coming in. We're being able to see it right on camera. Look at that. Yeah, the Schumann resonance was up. My battery wants to die, guys. Come on. The Schumann resonance was way up high. I forget what they said it was. It was on the Ascension thing that I posted. Go through higher self. There's a bunch of stuff on there about what's been happening. Check out the YouTube channel Higher Self. A lot of it's on, yeah, Souls Crossing, open portals, absolutely. I know my ancestors are around me. I know that my angels are here. And it's just been bizarre. And we've been put on humanity's been put on a timeout. We've been told to go sit in a corner and think about what you did. Not necessarily the light workers, but the rest of 99% of everybody else. Think about how you've been acting. You failed that test miserably, you greedy sons of. But what did the light workers do? What did you do during this time? Did you spaz out and go buy up every? No. We went and got what we needed, and we have faith that the next time we need something, God will provide. We're going to have joy and peace as this shift occurs. What's going to happen? Very well could look scary. It's not our problem. It's not our problem. We're part of the higher dimensions. We do not rule the 3D anymore. However, we can magician shit in the 3D, but we're not in control of this no more. We're in control of ourselves. We are sovereign beings. They're still under slavery. We have come out of that and are sovereign beings. And it feels good to be free of all that past shit. Hang in there, light workers. It's Aries season. I bless each and every one of you with a fresh new outlook, a fresh new rebirth, a fresh new fire, and more downloads. Spirit, nail them with what they need to accomplish their mission. Activate every single one of them that gets on this stream. Let them go forth in power, authority, and integrity first. Let them connect to their higher self at the drop of a dime. When they get those downloads, they know it's from you. Give them inventions, give them different natural ways of combating any kind of ascension symptoms. Because this pandemic is going to eventually just go away anyway at one point. And I think when it happens, the world is going to be like, we were duped. They're going to see it. Like I said, I'm sitting up on the goalpost watching from the 50 all the destruction down below. I was the voice in the desert crying, prepare. I've been doing this. I've been telling all these people I tried to help. Every single one of them. None of them wanted to listen. I offered to teach my best friend tarot and pass it on to her. Well, she didn't take me seriously. I wasn't going to pass on something that was so, how can I put it? Sacred. Onto, uh-oh. No shut off. No shut down.